Video games hijack your brain. Your brain doesn't have context. When you are playing video games for hours and hours, your body and brain sees this as the most important thing in the world, the biggest problem that it has to solve, and so it optimizes for it. This is why when you stop playing, you're still thinking about it for hours afterwards. In this video, I'll discuss why video games are bad, some common arguments for why they're good, but those are incorrect, and what you can do instead. I used to be a gamer myself. I'd play FIFA, Rainbow Six Siege, Fortnite for hours and hours on end. I did this for years. Everything I did, I would think, how can this be over sooner so I can get back to the Xbox? Even when I played in moderation, I couldn't do it properly. It was always in the back of my mind and I couldn't wait to play again. The reality is, as soon as you turn off the console, you have nothing to show for all your time. The only people you can impress with your gaming skills are other gamers, and these people probably aren't worth impressing. It's so hard to do anything even remotely productive when you have the option of playing video games. This is because of dopamine. When you have a choice between easy dopamine and hard work, your brain is always going to go for easy dopamine. It's just wired that way. I have a video where I talk more about dopamine, which you can find right up here. Your brain only has so much capacity. If you have a job, side hustle, girlfriend, video games, hanging out with your friends, you never will really excel in anything. None of these are bad things, but if your focus is split between like 15 different things, you can never really focus on anything. And when you can never really focus on what it is you really want to do, things will get challenging. From my experience, it's much more rewarding to do things in real life, to level up as opposed to leveling up in a video game. Plus, there's an awful stereotype around gamers which won't increase your odds of getting a girl. You've heard all that. I know if you play video games, you probably have a dozen excuses lined up. Here are 5 excuses that I used myself to justify when I used to play. People say that video games are a good way to socialize. The people you're socializing with over video games probably aren't the people you want to socialize with if you actually want to level up in the world. They can definitely be fun and nice, but they probably aren't going to serve you any sort of real purpose outside of having fun in a game. The reality is, most people you play with online are not real friends. They're video game friends, not real friends. I remember there were people on Xbox I would play with literally every single day. I can tell you I haven't spoken to these people even one time since I stopped playing. It's so crazy to look back on. Even people from school I would be best friends with Xbox on, go to real life and I wouldn't even speak to them. People say it gives them something to look forward to after a hard day. What you're telling me is you're grinding hard, you're working, you're going to school, whatever it is, and you're rewarding yourself by sacrificing your future so you can have a bit of fun in the present. You should be sacrificing the present moment for the future. You have it the wrong way around. If you're getting ahead of the competition with a long day, why would you slow down and let everybody else catch up? Why not keep pushing forward and continue to beat the competition? I don't really believe there's such thing as playing in moderation for like an hour a day. 1 hour a day is equivalent to 45 8-hour working days over a year. The fact is, you're probably already wasting over an hour a day on unimportant things. You are losing out on so much time in the long run, it's ridiculous. I play FIFA or UFC with my brother for an hour maybe every 2 months. To me, that's moderation, but I notice even after I finish playing, for a few days after and the hours following, I actually do start to crave video games. People say, I know successful people who play video games. Keyword, they're successful. They've done the work to get to where they are, and now they pretty much have freedom to do whatever they want. If you aren't successful, how can you put yourself in the same category as successful people? Different standards apply for different levels of life. I can't actually think of anything in a video game that consistently helps you in real life. Next one, it's a stress reliever. It's the same concept as taking drugs. It's just numbing the pain. It's not actually addressing anything. You will only feel more stressed out afterwards because deep down you know you've done nothing to address the actual problem. You should not rely on any external source to fix your stress, like relationships, video games, drugs. The best thing you can do in life is have power over your own mind. So what can you do instead? The easiest way, find a hobby that includes a useful skill and put your mind to it. Find enjoyment in skills that are actually useful to you in the future. Maybe that's learning psychology, learning something about business or relationships, whatever that might be. Put your mind to it and I guarantee you'll start to realize how silly it was you were playing video games. I found psychology was super interesting to me, like how to influence people in certain ways and understand how people think. It also helped me to learn how I think and take real control of my own mind and have like a sort of inner peace. Let me know in the comments what you thought of the video. I'm very open to discussion. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.